Hello, hello, everybody. How is everybody doing? Man, we got such good stuff happening right now. We got New Q, we got Shady, we got Matrixxx, and we got you out there in chat. And with that, without any further ado, if you will, my partner in justice at Shady Grooove. Shady, welcome to the show Monday.
Thank you for having me, Matrixxx, and lovely to be here. And what a weekend and what a week is shaping up in front of you guys.
Oh my gosh. Apparently we got some word from a source and we're going to go over those new Q posts. Some big stuff is about to happen. And, you know, I forgot to say it is May 13th, 2009. It is our 54th show. Tomorrow's going to be 5/5, guys. And it is 1:04 p.m. on the East Coast right now. And before we head into it, I'd like to really quick just let you guys know that you guys made us successful one more time, guys. The Patriot Flashlight wants to go ahead and do a commercial, so I'm going to go ahead and roll it right now, Shady. Here we go. Patriot Flashlight, dark to light with the Patriot Flashlight. Make sure you do ITM20 for 20% off. Here it is.
You like the Patriot Flashlight? Good job. Speak. Speak.
There you have it. That is the Patriot Flashlight. I've seen so many good comments on that. Mine arrives today. People are wearing their Q shirts. Oh my gosh, look at that. I'll retweet anyone who snaps a pic with one. Okay, yeah, I should do that. Stormy Joe Patriot has a good idea. You guys get your Patriot Flashlight and you want it to be retweeted out, I will do that. Also, if you have your Q shirt in the Matrixxx shirt, go ahead and let me know about, you know, that, and I'll retweet that too, guys. You guys are amazing. And it's dark to light with the Patriot Flashlight. And I just want to let you know that it is the flashlight you've been waiting for. I ran it over with a car, super bright, solar charge, seatbelt cutter, window hammer, LED lights are powerful as you see. And you know what? I think they like the commercial I did. I hope you guys like it too. You know, my dogs love that flashlight. They were like, wow, that is a good flashlight. But, you know, I have them to protect me. But if you need any other protection, it has a personal safety alarm that is very loud. If it's for your kiddos or whatever, walking around the neighborhood, hey, man, be loud, be proud, make some noise. Thank you, Patriot Flashlight, for another week of sponsorship. So we do appreciate that so very much. And with that, I just kind of want to let you know that the
clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right.
Here I am stuck in the middle with Q. Guys, man, there are clowns to the left of me and jokers to the right, but we're here, comfy, right in the middle with you. Right, Shady? What do you think of that?
I love that meme right there, Matrixxx, and that does really explain our whole situation here with all the different voices that have lots of input with no information.
So you like that? Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. I love it.
Left of me, Jokers to the right.
Here I am stuck in the middle with Q. All right, so that's it. That was deserving of a retweet just because of all the stuff that's going on. No need to make any mention of it because it's just, you know, bringing air to stuff that's ridiculous. But you know what? The clowns to the left of me and the jokers are to the right. So just, but I'm comfy in the middle with all of you guys and so appreciate it. And with that, we've got some Q posts, Shady. What do you think of this?
Look at this.
So this is Boom Week Ahead. Treason doesn't pay well in the end, Q. And I made a cool little meme. If you guys want to share it, it's yours to share. This week, Shady, this week. And here's the Q post right there. This is Q post 3332. And that's what it says. And then we got some more tweets posts as well. But this was my thread right here. It's a Mother's Day thread. So this was a great Mother's Day present for all of the mothers out there. And thank you to all the moms. And I hope all the moms out there had a great Mother's Day. I know Mama Matrixxx had a great Mother's Day. I had a great Mother's Day with her and family. And I tell you, without her, you know, the unsung heroes, she's my unsung hero without a cape every day. So
yeah, special thanks to Shady's mom out there too, yeah. And to all of the wonderful mothers who have who brought their voices to this movement. There is there is the sound of MAGA. We are making America great again, and you guys are leading the charge.
Absolutely. And everybody's asking how Mama Matrixxx is doing. Mastat, she is doing amazing. She's actually utilizing CBD oil, and she's going to the gym now. She's doing all the things that she normally was able to do. And I got to tell you, just so proud of her. Just so proud of her. So the prayers for her to keep healthy is obviously, you know, what I'm after. And thank you guys for caring. I really appreciate it. And I see Southpaws. We love Mama Matrixxx. Yay. And we love Mama Shady too. And Shady, you know, your mom is amazing. Oh, what she said to you, that's phenomenal, dude, and well deserved, brother.
Yes, sir.
All right, so here we go. Boom weeks ahead. Treason doesn't pay well in the end. Then Q asked us to keep an eye on Rep. Doug Collins, and there was a tweet here just 3 hours ago. Dems refused to address the border crisis and voted against emergency HHS funding to give unaccompanied migrant children shelter, food, and critical care. Dems won't fix broken policies endangering children. Now they won't help kids at our doorstep. Hashtag fix the Immigration Loopholes Act. Roger that. Eyes on. Q. Thank you. And then I also, when I was, when Q posted that, I found it kind of interesting that, let's just skip ahead a couple here, because this is the Doug Collins tweet that I want to show you. This is the Democrats have launched a proxy war smearing the Attorney General when their anger actually allies with the President and the special counsel who found neither conspiracy nor obstruction. And the full statement is below. Quote, Chairman Nadler knows full subpoena compliance requires Attorney General Barr to break the law. Yet, instead of introducing legislation allowing the Attorney General to provide Congress grand jury material, Democrats move to hold him in contempt. They know the Justice Department is working to negotiate even as they pursue contempt charges, making their move today illogical and disingenuous. Democrats have launched a proxy war smearing the Attorney General when their anger actually lies with the President and the special counsel who found neither conspiracy nor obstruction. No collusion, no obstruction, guys. Nothing. And, you know, as you know, Q let us know that they're going to start subpoenaing and being all, you know, the sky is falling, the end of the world is here. So we already knew.
Constitutional crisis, Matrixxx.
This is a constitutional crisis. Absolutely.
Constitutional crisis. That's their modus operandi, and they're suggesting that the Attorney General break the law. So I can just imagine if the Attorney General were to do what they asked and break the law and release this information, they would try to charge him with breaking the law and releasing the information. So this might be the better road for us to go with this.
Yep. So keep your eyes on Doug Collins, and thank you, Rep. Doug Collins. Also, there is another one here, Q post 3334, and we're getting all of our Q posts live on intheMatrixx with 3x's.com/Q posts, POSTS. So make sure you bookmark that and bookmark it off. And if you're on there, you will have a window saying Q alert, Q posted again, and that's in play right now if your window's open. So should you want that. Also, we're just trying to make our site even better and better every day. Webmaster Q, so much love for you and allowing the vision, Shady, that we had, and the things that people want. We're bringing it. We got a better search. We got it's amazing, guys.
We listened.
Yeah, he listened. We listened, and it's amazing. So Q post 334, Shady 3334. Do you want to read that?
Yes, sir. Attempts by the Dem fake news and those guilty of treason to shape the public narrative prior to by providing falsehoods will fail. Truth to light. No sleep in DC. Q. And that was yesterday as well, man. Really getting them going here, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And let's search Q post for truth to light. And here we go. We got that. We got truth, transparency, and equal justice under the law. Drain the swamp. United we stand. We the people. And I'm using the Q Post plugin for Chrome or Firefox. You just highlight a word and you can search Q Post, guys. There's a blockade, right? It's amazing what you can find when you just start, looking at this stuff, guys. I mean, this is the dark to light to their true intentions. They attempt to divide the movement, draws light to their true intentions, right? This is about the survival of our nation, our world, not funding scams, guys. So check those out. It's always awesome to go see what Q posts. If you want to right click DC here, and I can go ahead and search Q posts with my browser plugin. Panic in DC, maximum transparency equals panic in DC, guys. Mueller report delay, panic in DC. The real panic comes in the form of a last resort. Remember that additional countdown. Here you go. More DC. Their blockades, their last resort. Their panic. No, panic in DC. A traitor's justice. Phase 3. Panic in DC. Rats everywhere. For those who decide to save the taxpayers some money, there is no escaping God. Thank you, Jay-Z. I appreciate that. Wow. Thank you. We got all this stuff happening. Panic in DC. They're panicking, guys. Shady, what do you think about the panic going on in DC?
Well, I'm seeing it every day on the news. I'm paying attention to, unfortunately, I have to pay attention to the news on the other side. And people are really having a hard time with this Matrixx, and I'm seeing it. It's not a Democrat Republic thing. It's a really hard time because it isn't. They're completely not understanding how in the world the media could be saying the things that they're saying with the evidence and the investigation. We were told to trust an investigation. The Republicans and the Democrats agreed to trust the investigation. They attempted to pass legislation to protect the investigation so that the president couldn't fire Mueller. And now Robert Mueller has issued his report, which prove beyond any reasonable person's opinion that the president did not collude with Russians. And so they've pivoted to this idea that he obstructed or attempted to obstruct an investigation without, these people are lawyers. And they're trying to convince the public that a president or a person, any person, think of it yourself. Can you obstruct an investigation into you whenever you didn't do what it is they're investigating? Why? It doesn't make any sense. So the idea that, they're probably going to try to change laws to where you can indict a sitting president. Who knows what it is they're going to try to do, but I really feel like with all of you guys out there that have the true information, bringing this conversation to the forefront, no one's buying it. And I've also noticed, Matrixx, that the president's tweets, that it's a lot more positive underneath his tweets the last few weeks. The people that support him are under him now, as opposed to it being completely filled with people that are anti-American. And that's what this is boiled down to. Anyone who is against this president is against the success of your republic. That is just the bottom line right now, man.
Absolutely, Shady. And you know, it's we're gonna go, maybe we're gonna go look at some POTUS tweets too. And he's doing more threads, I noticed, on a daily. And thank you, POTUS, for doing that. It makes our job a little easier when we're trying to, you know, read your posts. So appreciate the threads, if you're listening, of course. And then we've got this. This is the last post. Somebody, Q,
I love this.
Q retweeted Boom Time Baker, and my mom asked me, what does Baker mean? So this is Q reposting an Anon's meme, and this is what the Anon said with his post, and it says Boom Time Baker. And what is over on the 8chan, they call them threads. Or breads, and the person that puts the notables together and completes the bread to start a new one or thread is called the baker. So that's what a baker is. A baker is a patriot. A baker is somebody that you know, helps the Q boards keep moving, so they don't, you know, they have to, you know, go to a new thread, a new bread. So it's just kind of like, you know, when people say bring the sauce, that just means bring the source. You know, it's just Chan talk, guys. So people are like, is it Jim Baker? No. Well, not saying it isn't, but this is Boom Time Baker. So that's what that means. And then it's this meme right here, and it has got a Moab, a Pepe Moab, going right at James Comey, and he says something, you know, that is. Yeah, he's like, oh boy.
He basically says, oops.
He's like, oh my God. Oh boy. So boom's coming, guys. Boom's coming. Now.
And I love this just because of the energy. I hope this translates to you guys out there that are seeing this. We are communicating on a level of normal comms here. This is we understand this is going to be so revealing to see this for the world, and at the same time you got to have a little bit of fun with these people. They're such just
You do. It's getting to the point of kind of like ridiculousness. You know what I'm saying?
It is a little ridiculous.
And I made this meme, guys, and this is I thought, you know, somebody dropped this Q Boom meme, and I loved it. And I'm like, you know what? Let's put that as a meme. So make memes, guys. And if you see anything, you know, somebody's like, hey, can I use that? Everything that is on my page or my website, Shady, our website, Shady's website, Shady's Twitter, what's mine is yours. This is ours, guys. There's nothing behind a paywall, and there's nothing that you can't take. Take it all. Take it. Right now, in fact, you know, we would appreciate you retweeting us, guys, because as you see, I've been at 91,000 followers for, this is going on the 6th week now. And when Q and Jack were fighting maybe about 6 weeks ago, and, you know, trying to drop the Krasenstein brothers from the #1, I was getting 100 followers an hour, guys. 100 followers an hour. Now I don't, and you guys don't see me all the time. So, you know, make sure you come to twitter.com/intheMatrixx with 3 X's. You'll go right to my page and check it out, and please retweet if you can. Let's get this far and wide. People are stifling us, and I want to point this. This is Doug Collins is set to release private testimony of 53 people next week. And this may be big. And this is this week now. Okay, so Collins is preparing a major dump of testimony, Shady. And this is September 26, 2018. And this is a House Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence. And the committee has scheduled a business meeting for Friday, the 28th of 18, 9 a.m. in HVC 304. And it's by order of the chairman, and the transmission of certain classified executive session material to the intelligence community, the transmission of certain executive session transcripts to the Office of the Director of the National Intelligence for appropriate classification review and preparation for public disclosure related to the following witnesses. And look at all the people that are on here. Steve Bannon, Renat, well, you know, I cannot say that name. AKHMETSHIN, Akhmetshin, Renat Akhmetshin, Stephen Bannon, Andrew Brown, Michael Caputo, John Carlin, Thomas Catlin, James Clapper, Sam Clovis, Dan Coates, Michael Cohen, Rick Dearborn, Deanna Denman, excuse me, Mark Elias, Boris EP SHTEYN, Evelyn Farkas, Peter Fritsch. Gosh, man, some of these names. Mike Gata, Michael Goldfarb, Rob Goldstone, RD or JD Gordon, Rona Graff, Henry Sean. Let's see if there's any other notable names here. I'm just going to go look for some notable names. Jared Kushner, Corey Lewandowski, Loretta Lynch, McCabe. Let's see.
Brad Parscale.
Brad Parscale right there. That's right. John Podesta. Wow, John Podesta, huh?
Powers.
Susan Rice.
Ben Rhodes.
Ben Rhodes, right? Keith Schiller. That's an appropriate name. Roger Stone. What if the Mueller report shows that free speech systems is of a foreign entity? Roger Stone. Jeff Sessions. Jake Sullivan. Donald Trump Jr. Let's see. Then we got Bannon again. Carlin. John Carlin. Let's see. James Clapper again. So there's a couple of repeats there. Loretta Lynch, we already said that. So just very interesting. Sally Yates is on here. Boy, a lot of these people Q has posted about. Isn't that correct?
Yes, sir. And also a lot of these people are going to have things that they said under oath that they are not saying in public. That's going to be, I think that's the reason there's no sleep in D.C. They think they can say something under protected testimony and then come out and contradict it in public, and no one's going to ever reconcile that. And I think these transcripts might go a long way in revealing to the American people just how far this goes and who was lying and who wasn't.
Yeah, absolutely. And guys, if you're having problems buffering, just turn it down to 720 and just refresh, guys. You'll be fine. I've got 5.5 total, no problem streaming. It's YouTube games, guys. So the bottom line is keep your eyes on Rep. Doug Collins, and it could be this week, but there are some booms promised this week, guys. So I can't wait. Also, I want to take 1 minute here. Let me find this tweet. There is a Patriot that we have all prayed for, and it's right here. And it's Mac74 at QSHAH74. And it was a difficult day today, and this was sent May 12th, which was yesterday, okay? Difficult day today. Said goodbye to this great man, my grandpa, OG. So his grandpa, OG. You always knew something wasn't right with the Dems. I'm sure you're watching what At Real Donald Trump is doing. MAGA, dark to light, Grandpa. Love you, and see you on the other side. So, prayers, Mac. And if you guys just want to have a quick moment of silence, I'm okay with that. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for that. Difficult day, dark to light. Our prayers are with you for the healing, Mac, and he is amazing. He's deeply humbled by all of you. Thank you for your thoughtfulness. May each and every one of you and your families be blessed, my Patriot brothers and sisters. Mac is an amazing guy. So thank you, Mac, for that. Also, I wanted to quickly go over this. Wayne Dupree, this is an amazing tweet. The New York Times reports Trump lost over $1 billion in 10 years. These 8 billionaires lost billions in a day, but remain under the label of successful, and nobody says target them. Go figure. What do you think?
Who would have thunk it?
Who would have thunk? Wayne, that was an amazing observation. And, you know, look, I mean, they lose billions in one day.
And it's you know, it's showcased to you like, oh, this just happens. They move assets. Oh, they sell off shares. There's all of this stock losses every time the stock market goes down. But yeah, 10 years, the president lost $1 billion making investments that made him billions more. Yeah, okay. We're not biting.
And investments that were controlled by a freaking con, dude. The Federal Reserve. All right. I mean, let's call it what it really is, guys. Let's call it what it really is. And
yes, sir.
You know, I tell you, let's see, what else did I miss here? Let me just double check. Oh,
well,
Lisa May Crowley. Yeah.
Yes. Lisa May, big shout out.
So let's go ahead and let's listen to Lisa May's tweet that the President of the United States retweeted. All right, let me go ahead and back it up. Here we go.
Yeah, well, it's certainly not because of the Mueller report, because look, Barr did exactly what they wanted him to. He handed over a barely redacted report quickly, and one, by the way, that was highly critical of the president. They have nothing to complain about. So what you're really seeing here are people expressing their fear, because there are a lot of very powerful people that will be affected by this. Current and former intelligence officials, senior most level people in the Democratic Party, people in the media, the folks who leaked classified information and could potentially go to jail. And they have successfully, for a couple of years, managed to make sure there was no oversight at the Department of Justice, no outsider taking a look at this. Barr not only has come in, but he says, and he will not back down from his saying he's going to finally get some answers out, and that is provoking the reaction. The goal here is to demean him and hurt his integrity, to try to undermine whatever he ultimately puts out.
And you know what? That goes unsaid about everybody. That's what they do to the president. That's what they do to Barr. That's what they did to Supreme Court Justice Kavanaugh. This is what they do. They get attacked because his probe endangers powerful people. They get attacked because they're going after powerful people that are going to lose their power. And this is the president telling us that people are going to get indicted. I mean, he retweeted this post. And Lisa May says, at Kim Strassel discusses what she wrote about in her column today regarding how very powerful people in D.C. are panicking because of AG Barr is investigating how the whole Russia hoax started. This is why they are frantically trying to discredit him. And anybody that talks about good things about the president, good things about Q, this is all very, very, very well orchestrated.
They thought they were going to be able to run this all the way up to the 2020 election was their plan. And Attorney General Barr has cut that a little short.
Yeah, absolutely. And congrats to you, Lisa May. You're amazing. And
retweeted by our POTUS, guys.
Retweeted
Lisa
by our
May.
POTUS. Yeah, absolutely. Also, this was a Marine thing, Dear Mama. I just don't know if you guys saw it. It was amazing. I loved it. You know, because you know, they're away from their moms. That was very touching. I love seeing that. That was my mom's, you know, here you go, because not all superheroes wear capes. So happy Mother's Day to all you guys. I wanted to bring this to your attention too really quick. This is a tweet I did, and it was Mike Rothschild's interview, and he is mad at people for making money on QAnon, but isn't he making money on QAnon by attacking QAnon 24/7? He also has a Patreon. He also has all this stuff. These people are so hypocritical, dude. So irregardless,
yeah,
Shady, of what they think, they're still making money. I said irregardless on purpose, by the way.
You laid that one out there, didn't you?
I did. I had to. But this is it, man. And then
You're going to trigger Jay Vega.
I'm going to trigger Jay Vega. Uh-oh, that dude. I don't want to trigger. Dude, you don't want to trigger that dude. No way. But if you listen to the video, in the beginning, they're like saying, oh, the QAnon book is now $17. And, oh, boy, you know, book should only cost $12. Maybe I should raise the price of my book. They are so ridiculous. My ears bled listening to this stuff. My ears were bleeding, Shady. It was just ridiculous. So this guy's calling you a cult and all this stuff. I mean, they said, everybody asks us if you're a Rothschild. He goes, no, I'm not a Rothschild. But his last name is Rothschild. So either he's a Rothschild or he's not a Rothschild. Rothschild? Rothschild? No.
Well, he's representing.
He sure is representing what a Rothschild would want to say, right? Oh my gosh. So I just thought that was amazing. But you know, if you guys haven't gotten the Q book on Amazon, I highly suggest getting it. It's a good book. I have it myself, and it's a good way to show the people, like, you know, to show Amazon, right? To show Amazon that we are interested in this stuff. And it's another avenue for us to get the word out too. So I actually bought a copy, and I still have it. Joe is in there. Joe M is in there. Space Shot. There's a couple of others. So get it. Make them mad. Get it.
It seems to trigger them.
It does seem to trigger them. Also, Ned Ryan here. This is another POTUS retweet of Ned Ryan. Love how Comey and Baker try to get out trying to get out there ahead of the Pfizer report, but sorry, boys, Barr doesn't give a rip about public opinion. If you broke the law, I'm pretty sure you did. Prison is a real possibility. And POTUS retweeted Ned, who Jallycat, Jali_cat, is in the top 200, by the way, guys. And this is what POTUS wants us to see. So let's go ahead and listen.
In from every source, so I can't talk about that. The information that I took in that became the subject of discussions when I was being interviewed, I felt as though it was lawful for me to obtain that information. It was authorized under FBI policies and procedures. FBI employees are authorized to accept information from the public, so I thought it was okay. And one other thing that with respect to all this that has sort of gotten me is that, look, we take in this information, but we don't swallow it hook, line, and sinker. We have a jaundiced eye with respect to the information that we get. We take it seriously, but we vet it. And we don't just assume it's correct just because somebody's proffering it to us. And we do question on a regular basis. Why is this person bringing me this information? What is it? How reliable is it? Let's scrutinize it. Let's not, sort of ignore it, but let's take it seriously, but vet it thoroughly.
Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am. I love it. What do you think of that, Shady? So that is James Baker, who actually signed the FISA, and you can tell. Love the body language person. To take a look at that one. Go ahead, Shady.
Gonna have a rough road to hoe, as they say, in the near future.
And he's talking about swallowing data or swallowing.
Yeah, and they're all jumping around offended by the word spying. That's my favorite.
That's right. Also, President on a tear the last weekend and today. Big attacks on Republican and conservatives by social media. Not good. And I said, I'm attacked every day, POTUS. Yeah, absolutely. Every day. And this account right here says, because you're always over the target. Q is truth in God we trust. Where we go one, we go all, 100%. History is being rewritten. You're the new news. Thank you, guys. Obviously, we are kind of over the target. What do you think?
I think that they're getting a little bit nervous, Matrixx, on all levels. The mainstream media, especially, they're showing it. You're seeing it by the way they're presenting the information. It isn't the same as before. They are panicking every day more and more. The Rachel Maddows of the world, the Chris Matthews of the world, the clowns that are sitting there in front of you, that are getting paid to lie to you, are panicking. And the funny thing is the cameras aren't going to go off. They're not going to be ashamed and go away. They're going to continue to do it. I mean, they're not ashamed, and they've doubled down now. You've dug yourself. You could have come back to the middle after the Mueller report, and more than likely America would have accepted you. Now you have thrown everything overboard, and you're no longer going on the same path as the rest of us. It's going to be a very, very tough time for people to ingest what is about to be seen by the American public. The corruption and how deep it goes, and what really, really happened. Not to even mention, once we start to show the larger picture from the last 100 years, this is they set themselves up perfectly to be exposed, man, and we got them.
Yeah, absolutely. And Jordan Sather had a really good comment. This is in regards to the tweet about Rothschild. We know who the real grifters are, lying for the dollars their corporate media masters give them. We promote truth for free and appreciate the support we're offered. And that's absolutely right. Oh, look. Oh, yeah, this is funny. intheMatrixx is literally asking for handouts. And I go, and delivering an amazing website, social media network, and amazing Q-Post aggregator. All info for free, but you can donate if you wish. Thank you. So donations are a freedom, guys. And, we're bringing you the goods. That's for sure. So thank you for all of your support. Also, Shady, this is amazing. This is a Shady Grooove tweet. The revolution was not televised, nor will it be, unless you're here on intheMatrixx channel with Shady and Matrixx. You are going to see the revolution, and it's calling. It's calling Q. You, the revolution. Remember that song? But let's go ahead and watch this, Shady. What do you think?
Let's do it.
Let me get it over here.
Greatest honor ever. Check it out. Check it out. Yeah, baby. Woo! Right. General Flynn.
Yeah, Roseanne.
Yeah! Yeah! What an honor! It's coming, baby! Tell the truth, yeah, baby. The Great Awakening. A people's revolution, a real people's revolution. Yeah. Dark to light. Ooh, isn't that great? You were born.
God bless you, Roseanne. That was awesome. And I liked that video. I had to re-like it, Shady. And it's only got 28,000 views, and I guarantee you that's times 10. That's already gotten probably over 250,000 views, this video, just so you know. We are being severely, everybody is being severely throttled down right now. Also, I wanted to bring this up to you. Roseanne Barr lies about my father, George Soros, are an insult to all that survived the Holocaust. This is by Alexander Soros. This is almost a one-year Delta article. It's by Alexander Soros, Shady, and it's May 29, 2018. So so he goes along, and this is the tweet, right? Roseanne said, "Good morning, Roseanne." This is Chelsea Clinton. It says, "Good morning, Roseanne. My given middle name is Victoria. I imagine George Soros's nephews are lovely people. I'm just not married to one. I'm grateful for the important work of Open Society does for the world. Have a great day." And Roseanne says Chelsea Clinton Soros, and then she lost her job that day. Look who's here. Look who's here, Shady, in this article that Alexander Soros wrote. I came to her defense, okay? And I'm actually in an article. So Alexander Soros is, there he is. There's their guy. And he wrote an article about me. I just noticed that now. But Roseanne did retweet this. And it's what I learned today is that Chelsea Clinton is not a Soros Nazi. Thank you, Roseanne. If I weren't there, of course, I wasn't doing it because someone else would be taking it property away. Anyhow, this is a quote from George Soros. So we actually used source, and here's what he said. Ready?
And I would say that that's when my character was made. In what way? That one should think ahead, one should understand and anticipate events, and one is threatened. It was a tremendous threat of evil. I mean, it was a very personal experience of evil.
My understanding is that you went out with this protector of yours who
swore that you were his adopted.
Oops. Of course. It messed up on me, guys. Holy moly. But yeah, so interesting article that I was in.
So the clip was cut off?
Yeah, it just kind of went weird. Hang on one second. Let me go back to it, guys. Hang on. But I want to show you that this tweet has got 4,000. Let's just look at the activity of this tweet. It's gotten 2.9 million impressions. Okay, that's a pretty big article there. That's a pretty big, because she retweeted that, and then she got fired that day by NBC or whoever.
Pretty much.
There's the actual article tweet right there, guys. So Alexander Soros, freaking. So I went to bat for her. All right. This is attack anticipated, coordinated. Why are they continuing? Internal attacks will intensify all sides. We talked about Real Roseanne correctly attacks the deep state, and look what happened. Show canceled. So with that in mind, let's go over QAnon post regarding Valerie Jarrett. Because remember, she said, had a joke. She is a comedian, folks. And she said that Valerie Jarrett apparently looked like somebody from Planet of the Apes. Now, that's funny in normal circumstances, and you know they can make fun of Trump all day long, but we can't make fun of anybody else apparently. So these are all the posts that basically kind of go about Huma and Awan, and we don't say his name, Valerie Jarrett. I basically came to her, and underneath her thread that she retweeted, this was on Roseanne's, you know, what do you call it, Twitter for a while, because she left for a while. And I'm so appreciative of Roseanne Barr. She's amazing. So I basically did a whole thread. Remember, how was your Easter Q? We had a good laugh. That was about Roseanne. Remember that? That was all the articles about Roseanne, how they did all that. Q Post 50, where is Valerie Jarrett? She was with Michelle Obama in Vegas. So, you know, we answer questions as we get questions from Q, right? This is some of the stuff that we did. So just kind of amazing. This was their plan, guys. They thought she would never lose. This was the 8-year plan under Obama, and they wanted 8 more years, and it would be the total rise of the New World Order that they call it themselves. And they never thought she would lose, Shady. This is amazing.
And they never thought this bureaucratic mechanism that has been thoroughly embedded in our system for a century would lose as well. You know, I mean, that system is what they rely on for the blackmail and for the cheating and for the scamming, and that system is also failing. They're losing their grip on the people that they controlled, and I'm seeing, you know, we're seeing tons of insiders bringing information forth in the last couple of weeks, Matrixx. I mean, like people, you know, they're calling to testify that they're gonna, you know, they're gonna turn on their own.
Yeah, absolutely, and they already
to protect themselves.
Because
the IG, I think the IG report is going to come out, and I think that it's going to expose all of the media leaking and favor. And that is why the media is acting like this and prepping. They're prepping you for like, oh, this is going to be an attack on your republic if they were to arrest journalists. But if the journalists were cooperating with foreign entities, be it China, Iran, whoever it is, to usurp a sitting president, then there's just going to be not a lot of sympathy for you once that conversation reaches the general public.
That's right. And it's amazing, guys. So this was a pretty good thread. If you have some time, you know, everybody was trolling it, saying, well, he was 14 at the time. Well, yes, he was 14, and he said he was 14.
Doesn't matter. It happened.
That's right. And if people don't realize that 14 back when George Soros was 14 is a lot different than what your 14-year-old is today. Let me just tell you that. I mean, you know, we need to understand. He admitted working for the Nazis. I don't care what anybody says. He said it's a false claim, and I got an article written about me by Alex Soros. How cool is that? Hi, Alex. Sorry.
Maybe Mike Rothschild will write his next piece today about us.
Yeah. Hi, Mike. You suck. And this is in the New York Daily News, so I thought that was pretty wild. We kind of got off a little bit there, but you know, on a tangent. But wow,
So just to recap, you're telling me that on Mother's Day, the president of the United States retweeted Lisa May's tweet.
Yes.
And Roseanne did a 2-minute Q video that she put up on YouTube.
Yes.
And Q dropped Comey standing in the middle of the road with a Moab coming at him while he's getting ready to have a movement.
Saying poop. Yeah.
I love it. I think there's no better definition of winning than that, my friend.
Look at Shady. Show this thread. Look at this, guys. Do you guys remember 2 weeks ago? Look at our president is now doing threads, Shady.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you.
It really does make it easier.
If you guys remember us, if you guys have been here and you remember the first time we asked him to do a thread, he had never done a thread. He did a thread 40 minutes after our show. Then just 2 weeks ago, he said, come on, President, keep doing threads. Have you guys noticed this? If you guys have noticed this, press 45. I mean,
these guys notice everything. They don't miss anything.
Look at
Matrixxx.
threads. There's threads everywhere now.
I can't get anything past these guys.
Wow. Yeah, Pseudonym remembers. You know, and that just goes, are we crazy? Do we really think the president may have watched one of our shows? I mean, I don't know, man. I would be so honored if he did. If he just watched one of our
I'm definitely
shows.
trying to get his attention.
Yeah, look at everybody doing the 45s. They remember. Because, you know, I remember.
We have documented proof.
Yeah, we do. We have documented proof that we asked him to do a thread. We even looked at his timeline, and he had never done a thread. 40 minutes after our show, he did his first thread. It's easier for us to take a look. Look at it. There's a 3-tweet thread. There is no reason for the U.S. consumer to pay the tariffs which take effect on China today. This was 2 hours ago. This has been proven recently when over only 4 points were paid by the U.S., 21 points by China, because China subsidizes product to such a large degree. Also, tariffs can be completely avoided if you buy from a non-tariffed country or you buy from the product inside the USA. The best idea. That's zero tariffs. Many tariffed companies will be leaving China for Vietnam and other such countries in Asia. That's why China wants to make the deal so badly. There will be nobody left in China to do business with. Very bad for China. Very good for USA. But China has taken so advantage of the U.S. for so many years that they are way ahead of our Our president did not do the job. Therefore, China should not retaliate. Will only get worse. Now, the president did do their job, guys. If people really realize, Sandy White, we all remember. Thank you. If people do remember, like Paulson was CEO of Goldman Sachs. And then he was Treasury Secretary for George Bush. His largest deal that he ever did with Goldman was setting up the Central Reserve Bank in China, guys. China is not China. You know, China is them, right? All these countries are not sovereign anymore. That is why we're seeing such a big shift and such a great awakening, that people are realizing that these countries aren't like how we remember the Olympics. You know, like when I was a kid, we thought China was a separate country. We thought everybody was, they're all the same. It's like a Sports Illustrated, but in different languages, right? It's the same Sports Illustrated. And that's what our money is. It's like a Sports Illustrated, printed in different languages, but it's from the same head of the snake. Okay, it's from the bankers, the money changers, the pesos, the people that where the money came from. Shady.
Yeah, the global banking elite, and you couldn't be more correct in that assessment to speak to who China really is and how the government there was co-opted and then overtaken and now turned into what it is. The amount of manufacturing that is being done in China is immense, but it was all started because of the consumption of goods here. So there's a lot more to do with this than it seems like on the surface. People sort of think that the Chinese economy works maybe like our economy, but it doesn't work like that. The state owns everything, so everything that's manufactured in China is owned by the state. So all the intellectual property from America that is stolen, well, now you guys, we all know that isn't really stolen. It's given to them by the deep state actors: Facebook, Google, Amazon, Monsanto, all of these companies are gathering information, using your money to develop things, and then China to produce it, to sell it back to you. And what they've done is they've created a middleman between Americans and the products that we use. 100 years ago, we produced almost everything that we used and exported, and then charged tariffs that the Treasury took in, creating no debt. And look, imagine that. 100 years after this system is implemented, we have a country awash in debt where a bunch of people at the top say that we owe them interest. Just isn't gonna pan out if you keep down this road.
Right.
There's no other choice than the bankers end up with all of the assets. That's the game.
That's right. And it looks like Ben Davis Jr. is going to be on Project Camelot with Carrie Cassidy on tomorrow. So go ahead and check that out. Congratulations, Ben. That's amazing.
That's awesome, Ben.
That is awesome. That's 4 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, and I believe that's Project Camelot. Am I correct in that, Ben? That's Carrie Cassidy with Project Camelot. That's awesome. So Bernie Sanders said, the economy is doing well, and I'm sure I don't have to give Trump any credit. I'm sure he'll take the credit that he wants. Wrong, Bernie. The economy is doing great, and it would have crashed if my opponent and yours, Crooked Hillary, had ever won. I mean, look at that. Crooked Hillary had ever won. They thought she would never lose, guys. I mean, this is, our president is getting more public, if you will. It's amazing, guys. We had an unexpectedly good first quarter, 3.2%. GDP was greatly helped by tariffs from China. Some people just don't get it. Some people just don't get it, Shady.
Nope, but they're starting to.
Right. Congratulations to OANN on the great job you guys are doing. Big ratings jump. Thank you, Mr. President. There's only one person on OANN that I would like to see changed out and switched for us, maybe, Shady. Fox and Friends did a great show for him. #1 ratings by far. President Trump said, I say openly to President Xi and all my many friends in China that China will be hurt very badly if you don't make a deal, because companies will be forced to leave China for other countries. Too expensive to buy in China. You had a great deal, almost completed, and you backed out. So our president, the art of making a deal, I want him negotiating on my side, JD.
Yeah, and the only reason that China can make goods and get them here so cheaply and make stuff so cheap is because there are no tariffs. Now with this structure in place, it is way more efficient for us to make the products here. And it actually is not cheaper for things to be made in China and ship here once you pay this extra 25%. If you're paying a 25% tariff or tax from a car that's made in Mexico to bring it here as well, you see how that's changing the dynamic. He is putting the policy in place like a leader or a boss or a foreman, a contract, whatever you want to refer to it as, to make other people make better decisions because of the game board. And the game board is lower taxes in America. Look at this. We've dropped the rate, the corporate rate from, 38% down to 20%. They can repatriate their money in other countries here. Everything is coming back. And yes, the stock market is taking a hit today, and expect the stock market to continue to take a hit. We have pumped the stock market up so that it can absorb all of this negative news about China. This is going to be a big shift for you guys. And anyone out there that has that entrepreneurial spirit, I'm telling you, there is a market to develop, research, and produce products here in the good old USA. Again, we are thriving coast to coast. It is amazing to see. And this president is doing it, not Bernie Sanders or 44.
That's
it's
right.
Trump.
That's right. And one quick piece of news from Webmaster Q, that we had our biggest ever Q post page load spike last night. Almost 50,000 people came, guys.
Wow.
Okay. We're making a difference. Why do you think people want to stop us? Yes, 126 countries we're in.
They want to stop us because we've made finding information about Q extremely easy.
Yes, absolutely. And that was my whole issue too. I really, you know,
that was the motivation for the whole project.
Yeah, yeah. Somebody's asking, let me see, where was it? Something about year delta. Let me just double check. I'm checking in with my mods right now. I would like the opening vid you use for this channel, please. Mike Bravo, if you go to this channel, and it should be there. It's the first video in this channel. It's just live right there, and you can take that. Shy Panther, hey, what's up? I'm glad to see you here, my friend. Let's see, trying to see if there's a, let's look at a Q post delta. Let's go do that. Let's go to Q posts at intheMatrixxx.com/Q posts. Let's look up our optional date. Let's go ahead and look up last May. May. What's the date today again, Shady? The 13th. So let's look at
the 13th. Yep.
We'll look at the 13th to the 14th, and we'll apply, and we'll search. Okay. So we're going to see the 14th first, but let's go all the way down to see the 13th. Here they are. So this is 1 year delta on the 13th, and he posted early in the morning. And let's look at all of them real quick because I think it's amazing. Look at this. This is the updated of everybody removed or
were we just talking about that?
We were. Sealed indictments. Define indictment. An indictment is a formal accusation against one or more defendants, charging them with one or more crimes in the federal criminal system. The indictment is the principal method by which a prosecutor initiates criminal proceedings. How are they sealed? How are they secured? How are they safeguarded? No leaks. Unusual. Federal versus ... Or just 3 dots. 4 dots, excuse me. Why are accusations sealed? Grand jury involved? Reread crumbs regarding DOJ, FBI, IG, Huber. Who appointed Huber? Sessions. What departments must be cleared prior to receiving fair and equal justice under the law? What happens if Fed criminal indictments are brought forth to a corrupt FBI, DOJ, Fed judge? FBI/DOJ first. CIA, state next. Now comes the pain. Q. Awesome. The next one is National Security Action. Who are we? Oh yeah, this is this could be answering some of our questions right now, Shady. This is a group that look at the co-chairs here: Ben Rhodes, Jake Sullivan, all the who's who. Bash, Jeremy Bash. Is that Dana Bash's husband? Rand Beers. So these are a bunch of people who, let's see who we are. Who we are. We are Americans, former senior officials and policy experts, academics, and civil society leaders who have seen firsthand how the United States is stronger, safer, and more respected in the world when we stand strong with our allies, pursue principled diplomacy, and stay true to the values that have long defined America to home and abroad. Co-chairs, here's their advisory council. Who's advising? These people, let's see. Go ahead.
That's a lot of words for you could easily define this as swamp.
Yeah, crap. These are crap. These are people that Leo Cruz, I wonder if he's related to somebody named Ted.
I mean, this is the collusion. The collusion is the media with the Democratic Party to pretend like the Russians worked with Trump. That's what the collusion is here.
This shouldn't be nationalsecurity.action.org. It should be collusiondelusion.org.
Collusion Delusion Central.
Yeah, exactly. So let's go back to the Q post again. Look at this. Here they all are, right? We were just going over this, and this is what Q has to say about these folks.
Coffee Crew Show says traitors, and that is exactly what they are.
That's right.
They're traitors to America. They were willing to sell her out for their own personal gain or vanity or whatever you want, whatever it was their motivation is. They were willing to lie, cheat, and steal to maintain power.
Dexter Greener, I produced that video. Oh, the Roseanne video. Dexter, welcome.
What?
And, wonderful job. I don't know. Is that you, Dexter? If it is, get on intheMatrixx with 3x's.com and send us an email, brother. Would like to talk to you. Man, that's awesome. That was an awesome video. If you're still hearing me, Dexter. All right, so and congratulations. That was amazing. So this is Q also says Loop Q, and we all know who Loop Capital is, so this is probably something to do with Loop Capital, right? And the money, how do they get their money? This is how the National Security Action is probably getting their money. Loop Q. Then we've got Anonymous, FBI and DOJ must clean once, implications huge. Don't forget the judges, though, many comped. Why are D's slow walking POTUS Fed J nominations? Watch what happens. -30. Shadow government. Yes, this is a shadow government, right? Q says also, Q is saying that there won't be arrests until the justice system is cleaned out. This is what an anon says. That has to include state judges. Do you have any idea how long that will take? We are now looking at next year for the rest of POTUS judges to be confirmed. That's just federal judges, doesn't include state. Q said, what must happen pre-11/11? 11/11 provided as a strategic marker. Post-midterms, red wave coming, strength, justice, Q. And then I think we wanted to read this Q plus post. All right. And this is what we've been trying to do, and you know, staying true to Q and our President of the United States, true to ourselves and true to you. And I really think this is a great post. Thank you for showing us this one. This is a Q plus post. Truth must be earned. Truth is not blind, nor is truth. We fight every single day on behalf of you, the people who put us here. We knew this day would come. We will never forget. Do not glorify us. We are merely the vehicle. You are what matters. You are hope. You are love. You are peace. Stay united. Stay together. Stay strong. This is bigger than any one person or entity. You are fighting for truth collectively. Will of the people. Trust in yourself. The choice will always be yours. God bless you all. Where we go one, we go all. And that's all caps, guys. And that's from Q+. Wow. Wow. Who told me this? Who is that? I got to go look at that. My mod's got that. Oh, James Criswell. Thank you, James, man. That was awesome. He said, check out the 1-year Delta post on May 12th, 2018 is a message from Q+. James Criswell, thank you. That was awesome. Wow.
No kidding, man. 1-year Delta and seeing all of this playing out right in front of you.
Look, Shady. Look which other post.
I see it.
The On Guard Pickle post. Pickle.
I know that post. And Pickle has found its way into the conversation in the last few days.
Right, and if you guys don't remember this, En garde is French for I'm the ready, en garde. We await your answer, 48. The 48 families that came from Queen Marie Antoinette after she was beheaded to the United States, calling themselves the Payseurs. Will the U.S. expose the name of corrupt officials plus con deal? Pickle. Will Iran expose the names of corrupt officials? Pickle. Who do elected leaders report to? Who controls these elected leaders? Will the U.S. be forced to ban and declare certain EU countries off limits? Why is Kerry in the EU? Logan Act, right? Wow. Will the EU resort to protecting the deal so the money flow remains in place? That's why the $150 billion went over to Iran.
Yep.
They're moving their scam there because the president cut the strings here. Fake news. What about preventing Iran nuclear capabilities? What about the safety and security of the world? Coincidence? What is their purpose? Who recently visited the White House? Macron. And then it talks about the Iran Daily. Total SA is a French multinational integrated oil and gas company and one of 7 super oil companies of the world. They're the 3rd biggest oil company in EU. What about Total SA? Right? So basically we went over to here, and it's about Citroën and all these French companies trying to do business, also Germany as well. We went over this just the other day, Shady. Wow.
Yep.
It's amazing.
And we talked about how Iran is going to play into this and be a really big part of the dark to light. Exposing what's been going on in Iran for the last 50 years is going to shed a lot of light on the deep state practices and a lot of proof as to their activities over the last century.
All right, here is Dexter Greener's YouTube channel, guys. Vega will drop that hopefully in chat. Maybe she already did.
Give that link to the Anons.
Maybe he already did. I am subscribed. I'm the 64th subscriber, Dexter. Amazing video, and it's this one day ago that he did. Wow. Let's just watch it. Wow. Wow, in the headphones, man. That was awesome. And Roseanne was very honored. General Flynn's in there. You know, I didn't see Shady or Matrixxx in there, but it doesn't matter because we are all Q. Dexter, seriously, man, that was amazingly done. And I really appreciate you being here. I'm surprised and happy that that you're here. Thank you so much. And hopefully you'll get a lot of subscribers out of that. Let me just double check. Let's see where we're at. Where I saw 64. We are up to 106. All right, keep going. Keep subscribing to Dexter. Light them up, guys. Light them up.
Know what he might do next.
Light them up, man. I can't wait to see your next work. Thank you. And I'll go back and check out some other stuff that you did. And so appreciative. And thank you. God bless. And did somebody say pickle? I think they did. I highly think somebody did say pickle. There it is, pickle in the kill box. I love that one. Oh my god! And then somebody else posted another one here. Let me just, because you gotta have some fun, guys. This is some fun. There's pickle. Oh, I love Mondays, guys. I love Motivation Monday, guys. This is amazing.
I can't believe the president held that up.
I know. That's awesome. Pickle. And then Carly took one. Pickle, think Pickle Factory. She did a cute, cool little meme, and I appreciate Carly. I hope you're out there too, because she's my laugh track. If I ever do a show and I ever want a laugh track, Carly's going to be called. First one called. And guys, I thank you very much. Shady, what else have we got going on? And I want to just let you guys know, here's that QAnon Great Awakening book. Get it right now. If you have Kindle, it's only $9.99. You can also get a Kindle $5 credit. Paperback $22.46. You might be able to find some other ones. There's 616 views. Keep it going up there. I purchased this item on March 2nd, 2019, and I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did. So, using Amazon against them, that's it, guys. That's what we need to do, and people are attacking people over stuff, but that just means you're over the target.
Yeah, well, people are attacking people because they're coming to the conversation and because they're being patriots and because they're standing up for the president and because we're standing up for what is right. The truth is we have been being attacked for doing what is right for a long time now, especially people who have had a nose for how bad the world is misengineered. So that will continue. And all of your support out there for the creative anons is what is driving this movement, and there just cannot be understated. So please, as much as you wish, support all creator anons who are bringing music, who are bringing information, who are bringing research. All of this stuff is getting ready to escalate dramatically, guys. Like the creators who are out there now are blazing a trail for a lot more behind them who, once they find this conversation, are going to be inspired to help and amplify it as well. So that's really what's going on, and it is a remarkable time to be alive, Mr. In the Matrix. I tell you what, I've just every single day it seems like I'm more and more just overwhelmed with positive energy and with positive feedback and with forward motion on this plan. We are forward marching for the president for 2020. Bet MAGA candidates now in your district and realize who supports the president. No, before the voting season even starts, be up to date on what your elected officials actually say, not what they pretend to say on the podium, but they speak with their votes. And unless you know what they voted on, you do not know what they really say. Their speech to you is different than what their votes are. So that's how we're going to vet them, and that's how we're going to find us a bunch of MAGA candidates out there, and you guys are going to support them. And this is the beginning to that victory. Starting right now. You are the news. You are what you've been waiting for, as Shady, and that's an amazing song. And I want to let you guys know that thank you for the pain, dedication to the Q Army. A source close to me says that somebody very high up that we all know and respect loved this song. So let's go ahead and listen to it.
Of emotion rise like the tide. You're the sweetest song I know. You're giving me the notion you wanna run and hide from the saddest song I wrote. Yeah, I wanna thank you. I wanna thank you for the pain. Thank you once again. Wishing on a dead star I could know who you really are, but it's not that easy. I'm begging into the moonlight, bring me just one more night, but she still fades away. Can be quite daunting, but it still fades away. My baby demon, it comes at me screaming, and then it runs away. Yeah, I wanna thank you. I wanna thank you for the pain. Yeah, I wanna thank you. I wanna thank you once again. Yeah, thank you for the
JT Wild, thank you for the pain. A dedication to the Q Army. That's you guys right there, right in this chat, Periscope, YouTube, on Twitter, anywhere you're out there talking. Thank you for the pain. And I want to quote somebody and something, and it just basically, I just want to say, thank you for the pain. Great music. Exclamation point. And thank you for the pain. Also, Song Babe just let us know that Joe Flynn retweeted JT's concert. That's awesome. I actually have a note from Joe Flynn today for the reschedule, and he says, how does next Monday work? So stay tuned for confirmation on that. Joe Flynn on the Matrixx Groove Hour next Monday, tentatively. I don't want to speak ahead of time, but that's what he did let me know. I would be so honored to have him here with us, Shady, and with you, because there's no doubt that you out there are his brother's biggest fans, guys. And I stand with General Flynn 100%. JD,
man, what a day, what a weekend. Nice Mother's Day. Matrixx, JT Wild, Mr. Flynn, going to maybe come on next Monday. General Flynn, thank you so much for everything that you have done for this country. JT, that is an amazing song. We have an anon out there who said that their dog was dancing. So if their dog is dancing, you know you're hitting it into the right park. You guys are amazing. Matrixx, how are we doing out there? Is that phone getting close to us?
Phone is out right now. Please, guys.
Man, I got to squeeze down.
Yep. Underneath this video, guys, don't forget, we got the Q128 poster on Teespring. Don't forget to support this channel, website, social network, all the stuff that we're doing, the shows every day on the PayPal and Patreon. Need your help, guys. Being attacked on the daily. Once you experience the Great Awakening, the truth comes in the first place. All the buried passions come out of for development. The Matrixx's fears have no longer control on what you want to do for a living. ITM, I want to do this for a living. This is what I want to do. I want to spread truth, Shady.
We want to red pill the world.
Red pills for all my friends. And with that, Shady, we're going to go ahead and squeeze down, man. It's been a great time. The Matrixx Groove Hour is never an hour. It's always longer. Sorry, guys. We just get so much to do, so much to talk about, and I am sure we can talk about a lot more. But we're going to go ahead and squeeze out of this Matrixx, guys. And stay tuned for total confirmation of Joseph Flynn next Monday. This show has been brought to you by the Patriot Flashlight. Thank you, Patriot Flashlight and Jared, for having faith in us. And, you guys out there, thanks for buying and getting that Patriot Flashlight. I wouldn't be having it here on the channel if it didn't pass the test, especially me running it over with the car. And it did. ITM20 is your code. Guys, with that, thank you very much. We're out. At Shady Groove with 3 O's on Twitter. At intheMatrixx with 3 X's. intheMatrixx.com, 3 X's. QPost, Q Army Social Network. Look at all those mods out there. You guys are amazing. Much love to all of you. Until tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern, right here on this YouTube station. YouTube.com/C/intheMatrixx with 3 X's. Get it out there, guys. Help us beat this. Help us beat this censorship. See you tomorrow. Much love, Annas. Much love, Patriots.